What's up? How you feel? A storage room. Listen, we all know what these are for. They're amazing. We can get any tools, any supplies that we need. And while it's corny to make a video in here, there's a very specific reason I need to do that. Because many of us live our life a fraction of who we are, a fraction of the supplies that have been built into what has made us. For example, I know me specifically, I've lived a life where I've tried to, keep it above board. I've tried to meet status quo. I've tried to, let's just be frank about it, as an African American, a black man in America, keep my nose clean to be accepted. And as a result of that, I didn't always use the tools that were in my storage closet because I was afraid I might get rejected. Yeah. Or I was taught to not consider them as assets. But I don't know, if I go in this drawer and I get this bell, it's a bell we used to use when we were in person to kind of bring people back together. Look what else is in this storage cabinet. Let's see what else. I've got some markers in this storage cabinet and they have different colors. I don't know what's in your storage cabinet inside of who you actually are, but what I know is this: most of us don't use these tools. We don't use them because, like me, you're just simply trying to be accepted. You're trying to get by. Unfortunately, the reality is that when you don't use the tools that you've been built with, the pain, the skills, the exposure, then what happens is you live a fraction of who you are on this planet, and you never get to maximize and experience the greatness that is inside of you. Well, the same was happening with me. And it wasn't until probably, 10 years ago, one of my mentors, one of my big brothers, I was talking to him, just catching up. You know how you catch up with the people that you hope are proud of you? I was just catching up with him, and he said to me, "Bro, you're doing really good. I'm super proud of you. I watch you, you're out here, you're communicating, you're using your gifts, but I have a question for you." I was like, "What's up, man?" He said, "God made you good looking. He gave you a body and a great physique, and I can't understand why you don't use it." And I was thinking to myself, probably because I'm not sure it's that great, to be honest, because the way I was coached around it was you put that down and that's boasting and all that other stuff, right? The stuff that shuns or keeps you packaged in a suitcase where you can't come out. And then the other side was, I don't want people to feel like I think I'm amazing. So now again, playing small to the level of others. I mean, I do live in a country where 73% of the people are overweight or obese. So I don't want to offend anybody. So let me put my Kleenex back on the shelf because they don't have Kleenex, and so let my nose be nasty. And he really rocked me. He really got me to thinking. He said, "Bro, listen. It's one of the unique things that God gave you. And if you don't use it, it would be a shame. It would be a shame to not use it in your wealth creation and your expression on the planet." Y'all don't understand how a mentor opened me. So when I show up with my shirt off, when I have my shirt off in my photos, it's not because I think I'm amazing. Because what most of you don't understand is I'm an introvert. So I have to fight through the shyness, the shame, to reflect my physique that I've earned by staying disciplined. At 51 years old, I still can hold it down. I'm small right now. I'll get it together by fall. I'm not worried. But I was worried that the tools that I had would not be enough. I was worried that the tools that I had might offend people. I wouldn't go while I'm trying to figure out, how do I make my money? How do I win as an entrepreneur? How do I provide for my children based on who I am? It can't happen if I'm trying to be like everybody else and keeping the real parts of who I am over on the shelf. It's just what it is. What kinds of things are you keeping on the shelf What are you afraid to pull out? What's in your bucket? What's inside that's for you, that makes you unique instead of trying to fit in like everybody else? This is why I talk so much about self-awareness. Because what happens is I get angry. I get frustrated because I can't produce. I can't figure out why I can't get the things that I need. And it's all because I'm not using who I am. I'm not tapping into the gifts and the strength and the uniqueness that I was built with. So when you see me, shirt off, I'm flossing, but not at you. No. I'm flossing to inspire you. I'm hoping that it will be a message of what's possible for you. How did I get into wellness? I was in the shower one day. I took a photo. You might have saw the photo years ago. I was in the shower. I was like, let me take this photo of my abs. I'm curious as to what they look like. It didn't go viral, but it had 1,000 likes in like 2 weeks, okay? That was my first little exposure. And it took me some time to even accept that. But as I've gotten older, I realized that all of these things in my supply closet of who I am and the spirit of who I am is designed for me to have my unique signature on the planet, to leave my unique kiss on the planet, to create space for others to bloom, to discover what's possible for them. That's how I got into wellness, because I created a space and now people come to me and I serve them. Me, my team, and my physique becomes the doorway that they believe they can have it too. What are you holding back on? What's inside of you waiting to come out? We need you. You need you. Everything you desire, you already have on the inside. Yeah, you might need to cultivate it with others and strengthen it because we are interdependent, but you were born with it. The only question is, will you take it off the shelf and put it in action in your life so you can experience the abundance of fully showing up and fully showing out? Fully showing out in the context of like a rose. When it blooms, it's the most beautiful thing ever. Like a tulip, when it blooms, people go, oh my God, we need to have an entire festival around tulips. My friend, you're far more than a tulip. You're a human being. And when you shine, my life gets better. So don't keep your stuff on the shelf. Take it off. Use it. Because when you shine, we get to grow from you. Thank you. Peace.